Welcome back to Let's Play with Sergeant Preston. In this episode, we're going to be doing a couple enchantments. I'm going to enchant this sword that's in my hand and also enchant my pickaxe. I also did some enchanting books. I'm also going to create a couple more farms because I had some seeds I needed to go ahead and grow them, plant them, whatever you want to call them. And also, we're going to go down and cave. In the small clip, you saw me in my mob farm getting some experience points. I hope you hit that like button and subscribe. So here we are, enchanting. And you can see we're enchanting books. Now, I did try to enchant my weapon and pickaxe, but the enchantments weren't coming up to my liking. So I am enchanting books, and you can see I've got some pretty good enchantments, but my thing is just to, hey, there's feather falling, that's a good enchantment. But what I'm trying to get is the enchantment to roll over so I can get some pretty good enchantments. See that? Fortune 1. You know what? I originally saw Fortune 2, but I was totally blind and I didn't pick it, so I had to make a new pickaxe just so I can get another fortune. And so with the two pickaxes, I can combine them together and make a fortune 2. And this is pretty good because we got efficiency 3 with that. So let's go on out and give these a try. Alright, as you notice, we used time lapse to get us over here. I knew the coal was over here and we need coal to get some torches. So when we go to caving, we have plenty of torches. Right now I only have 5. So I'll need a lot more when we go some serious caving. And I knew there's some coal over here, so I'm going to try to get it. And my pickaxe does look like it's working. I'm getting more than 1 or 2 coals. That's not the best fortune, but we'll be able to work with it. Fortune 2 is better than Fortune 0, so I'm happy with that. We will get Fortune 3 later. You probably also notice I have mending on my pickaxe and my sword. As I was doing the mob, getting XP from the mob farm, I had to repair my sword and pickaxe a couple times, and that using up diamonds to do that. So I figured if we just get mending, we can just use our mob farm to repair as needed. I am still going to use the village, whatever they called it in the update. So we will go after some other biome villagers and make it. Or when we go to doing a trading hall, and I will be making one eventually. We got plenty of coal here. I think we got some around there in the dark, but we'll go ahead and get this coal here first, then we'll go looking for the other. I am going to be using a lot of time lapse, and I did cut a lot of scenes from the video because I had recorded for 3 hours, and I want to get as much in before my next video. So once we get this coal here, we'll do a time lapse to go find our next coal. you might have noticed during that time lapse that the gravel almost fell on me. If gravel is above your head, you should put a torch underneath where the fat gravel will fall. This way you won't die. Gravel can fall on you, and if you're surrounded by gravel, could suffocate, and yes, you will die. So remember that. Put a torch under there when you know that gravel is above your head, and that way you won't die. Let's make our way back to our farm, and oh yeah, it looks like we have some nightly visitors. Hey zombie, come here, zombie. Come on, chase me. I see a witch back there too. Let's see if I can get this zombie first, and then I'm going to attack that witch with my bow. I don't want to get close to that witch. Witch can throw poison at you and you die. You notice I'm getting pretty proficient at my bow, and this is an affinity bow, so it's not a mending bow. It's what I got from fishing, and I am very, very pleased with it. I do have plenty of arrows if this one breaks, and because of my mob farm, I have plenty of bows to repair it. So, and as I understand, you can only repair so far. So we have plenty of mobs out here tonight. Of course, we're running around at night, so hey, let's get that creeper with the bow. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Come here, spider. Always get the spider, get the string, get the eyes. I haven't done anything with potion yet, but, oh, look, a creeper and a skeleton. Let's see if I'm pretty good with the creeper with the sword. Oh, yeah, I'm doing good. Come here, zombies. Uh-oh. Skeletons get me. Come here, zombie. Yeah, I got you. Come on. Yeah, I'll get my shield is helping me out with these skeletons, but I am still getting hit a couple times. Oh my goodness, my hearts are low. Let's get the zombie. Oh my God, we're down to one heart. Oh, we gotta run back. Alright, so I have to replenish our sugarcane chest. I used all the sugarcane to make paper, to make books. I used some of the paper for the mending. We used the books to do the enchanting. And I think I'm going to do a collection system underneath the sugarcane so I don't have to go running around trying to pick up all the loose pieces that I really barely can see. So I go up and down the aisles. But as soon as I get the iron and enough to make hoppers, a rail system, I will put an underground collection system in this area. I think it'll work out pretty good, and then I don't have to worry about losing any pieces. We're going to go down and check our animals. As you can see, I've got plenty of chickens, and we're going to feed them and have some more. I don't have a lot of pigs, but you know what? We can use this beetroot here and make a couple pigs, maybe just one, because there's only 3 pigs there. You need 2 pigs to make another pig. So we'll just go ahead and replant our beetroot, and you know what? I just need to put something in that hole so I don't fall down in it all the time. That's one of the things about it. You can use a slab or a stair in your water and you won't fall down. I like using slabs because you can actually put a torch on it. Although I haven't torched any of my slabs here, so I'm feeding the chickens. See all the nice little hearts. Oh yeah, they love me, and they're making little chickens. Look, I got a couple more eggs in there, so I'll have to get in there and get the eggs. I've only looked like I only got 4 more seeds, and no one else is eating them, why don't I go in there and give them to one of the baby chickens and help them grow up, maybe. So yeah, I think I fed them all. There we go. Come here, come here. There you go, there you go. All right, sorry, no more, no more. Let's feed the pigs. Beetroot is probably the only good thing is to feed it to the pigs or make red dye. There's no other. You can make the beetroot soup, but it really doesn't fill you up. It doesn't do anything good for you. So while going down and looking at things, I noticed I have some more seeds down here, some pumpkin seeds, melon. Why don't we make another crop farm? Alright, now that we've got our ground set, we can put in our fences. I'm using bamboo fence because, well, we have a jungle tree house, so I'm thinking just stick with the theme of bamboo in the jungle, and yeah, it all works out. If you probably noticed during the time lapse, I also use scaffolding to measure my area. The area, one source of water will saturate four blocks in all ways. So our area is a 9x9 with the middle being a water source, and we're going to put a slab in our water source again. You probably notice I also have dirt path in here. Well, when I go to tilling it with the hoe, the dirt path will become a tilled ground, just like that. So, and I will till this all up so it becomes farmland, and we can grow our particular crops in here. I think we're going to put wheat and potatoes in this one here. And down at the bottom, I think we'll continue with our carrots and beetroot. So we want our beetroot for our pigs, which will multiply. Now, I also thinking about making a barn for our animals, and we may keep that beetroot down there, or we may move it closer to the barn. I'm thinking about putting the barn up where the horses and the donkey is, because it's got a lot more space. I try to stick close to home when I'm making buildings, and that way I can have them readily available, you know. So now that we've got it all in, let's go ahead and take out our old crop and move it. Here are the carrots. Now, I'm using the pick because the pick has fortune on it. And if you know, the fortune, whether you're using it on a crop or whatever, you get multiple items, except for the wheat. The wheat, you only get one wheat, but you get a multiple seeds. So with the seeds, you can grow more wheat, but I wish it was the opposite. Maybe 2 seeds for 2 wheat, but it doesn't work that way. So, and beetroot is the same way. You get more beetroot seed than you do the beetroot. That's okay. We're feeding our beetroot to our pigs anyway. The potatoes are very well multiplied with fortune, and I really like that. You know, our potatoes, we could bake them, we can feed them to the pigs. We can't eat them straight, but we can use them as trading material for our villagers. If we have a crop villager, which when we get a trading hall, we will definitely have a crop villager. And so yeah, we're gonna put our seeds and our carrots, potatoes up here, and carrots and beetroot down there. Wait a minute, let's go ahead and put beetroot up here. I don't know why. I decided to change it up. Maybe I'll later on do it the other way around. Beetroot needs to really be near the pigs. But the thing is, though, we're doing 2 different plants. You have your wheat and another plant, or vice versa. That way they grow faster. As you can see, I'm separating the wheat. Now I'm putting them in a different row, and then I ran out of beetroots. Hey, that's why I put them up here, because I didn't have a lot. But I'll have to go search and see if I got any more. We also want to put a storage area for our crops. So let's use barrels up here. Barrels are really good. I like barrels because they can be in the ground. They don't have to have a space above them to open them. So you can just use barrels. I did find some beetroot down there when I was collecting the material for the barrels, and we're gonna plant them up. And then let's go and do our carrots and potatoes down here. We're going to do the same thing, a row of carrots and a row of potatoes. Row of carrots, row of potatoes, and they will grow faster. You could have a whole farmland of the same item, but it just takes slower time to grow. Why is that? I'm not sure, but that's the mechanics of Minecraft. I don't argue, I just do it. Like we used to say in the military, don't argue with the sergeant, just do it. Of course, I was a sergeant, so I hope they did it. I will have to put a fence in this area eventually, but I think I want to work on the melon and pumpkin. I want to put a farmland right above the wheat. Keep it all together, and that will be, I think that'll work out. So, yeah, we have plenty of carrots and potatoes. Potatoes we can use, like I said, you can smoke them and have baked potatoes, and they are better. Carrots, you can eat them straight out of the pan. And what I went down here is to get gravel and dirt. What we're going to do is, oh yeah, I have coconut beans. Let me go ahead and put them up here. These are jungle trees, so coconut beans will grow only on jungle trees. So we got to remember that. And our cocoa bean, there's only two two good things for cocoa bean, and it's not cocoa. I wish they had hot chocolate in their cocoa bean, but to make brown dye is, I guess that's about all you can do with the cocoa bean is to make brown dye. Now we will need brown dye eventually, so I think you can mix and match it in when you're in education mode, but we're not in education mode. So I think we've gone ahead and done it. Let's go ahead and make these remaining four pieces of brown dye. Then we'll go ahead and get our gravel and dirt. And with gravel and dirt, you can combine them to make coarse dirt. And coarse dirt can be converted into regular dirt by hoeing it and tilling it. Coarse dirt, you can grow trees on coarse dirt, but you can't really grow anything else unless it's tilled. So, but yeah, we're going to use the gravel and dirt to multiply it. We may have to get gravel and dirt from other places, but we'll have to see how that works. So, we've got some pieces now. Let's go ahead and turn it into coarse dirt. Coarse dirt. Probably noticing I'm going up to them. I tried to cut it out a little bit, so let's go ahead and time lapse the next crop form. Okay, as you can see, I have a checkered board type crop form with coarse dirt separating all my tilled land. I do want to make one correction. You can eat potatoes straight without cooking them, but they're not a great food source. If you bake them, they're even better than carrots. But you can eat the potatoes, and I had to go back and look at that. I think I know I was making a wrong statement, but anyway, I'm doing the same thing. I'm separating my melons from my pumpkins, and the checkered board is the better method of doing. You probably also noticed that I put more light underneath. Your crops will grow without additional light, but they grow slower again. But having light helps. With the crops underneath this crop, they would go even slower because there's actually no light at all, or very little. So I put more light down there. And I'm just going to go ahead and light up the whole place here. And then I think we're going to go ahead and put a fence around the crop farm I got down there. It takes a while for the melons and the crops to grow up. I did see a zombie up there, but I cut it. There was a zombie and a couple other ones, but I cut the scene. I did win. I didn't die. Time lapse time. Okay, now we've got our fence around here. I have to decide where I want to put my carpet. If you've noticed, I don't use a lot of gates. I want to, the carpet actually does a better job. It keeps predators out and it allows me to jump in and out. And the mobs cannot jump on carpet. So I like using the carpet. When you use gates, sometimes they, especially the pigs, they just wiggle right around you and get out. Well, once I learned about the carpet, I started using that regularly. Now, is that a good thing, a bad thing? I don't know. But I like it, and it seems to work pretty good for me. So, again, I'm going to put some light sources around this fence. You notice I took out my my campfire and my rock. I don't need it anymore. I'm using a lot of more of the furnaces, so I don't need to cook anything with our campfire. Our campfire served its purpose, and I got some pieces of coal out of that too. And that was a bonus for me too. So just have to decide where I want to put my carpet. So we're going to do another time lapse, and I think we're getting ready to go into the cave. Alright, that time lapse took us right into the cave, and I'm going to go ahead and stop every once in a while and pick up, send any materials like the redstone, iron, gold, whatever we might find. Hopefully we can find some diamonds. Okay, next up we see some gold, so we're going to go ahead and collect all the... Oh. Remember what I told you about that gravel? Well, it almost got me. In fact, it pushed me off the side. Had this been a very big drop, I could have died just from the drop. But I was pretty lucky it wasn't that high. Instead of suffocating me, it pushed me off, which is good. And all I wanted to do was get that gold that was sitting there. And I tried to go behind all the gravel and see what I can find. I have been lucky in the past and found diamonds behind gravel. It's not the case every time, but I take my chances and look, and you never know what you'll find behind the gravel. So you can use the gravel, like I said, for coarse dirt. You can use the gravel for other things, and I believe you can make concrete with gravel, so that's one of the things you can use for concrete. We were talking about the cocoa beans. You can dye concrete with cocoa beans. Looks like we've got some more gold there. Let's go ahead and snag it. Okay, we've come up some more redstone, and Oh, there is some more gravel. So it was hidden underneath the block there. I was pretty safe on that one. But and I see them more gravel above there. Checking for the torch. I do have one, but there's some stone above it. But we're not going to take any chances. We're going to put a torch here and go ahead and grab that redstone. Yeah, that definitely redstone is got gravel above it. But watch what happens when I break it. The gravel just comes down and breaks apart. And that's the safer way of getting gravel. Look, I found it. I lost it. This is a zombie spawner. I had found it on my other venturing in here, and I now find it. I think we'll make the ultimate iron farm by Prowl 8413.